Okay. What's your auction plan? And is there one player you really want? I am going to do the same thing as usual. I'm going to probably wait around unless there are any what I feel like are bargains at the time. One player you really want, I went rogue last year. I think I said Pedro Neto last year and didn't get him. I'm going to say Minter from Brighton this year, someone that I quite want. So let's see how that goes. I reckon Dib will probably be in for D-Money maybe as well. So I'll have some other people bidding. Who is the least knowledgeable manager and who will make the worst auction picks? We've got a few shit ones, haven't we? The least knowledgeable, I don't know. The least knowledgeable, it's probably going to have to be Zoe Zines. Sorry Zoe, but yeah. Name the bottom three and who's getting the spoon. Okay. I will go for I don't think Hick will finish bottom. I don't think Ganti will finish bottom either. Probably Linney bottom, followed by Barge, and then Diffindor. Yeah, Linney to get the spoon, just in front of him, Barge, and then Doffer just in front.
Right then. Nice, this one. Fucking hell. Oh, it's horrible. Right, what is your auction plan and is there one player you really want? I've been doing auction plans for 9 years and they're fucking shite every time. I always come near the bottom, so no plan this year. All I've done is just scribble out the players that have got injuries and that are out for fucking 3 months plus, just to make sure I don't do a clanger and buy them. Is there one player you really want? I've highlighted 10 players as like must get one of these. Probably like Bruno Fernandes, Heung-min Son, Watkins, Saka. Just gonna get one of those, I think. We'll see how it goes though. The price needs to be right. Who is the least knowledgeable manager and who will make the worst auction picks? I can't even speak. Least knowledgeable, I'd say probably Dover. Just remember from last year, he was always like, who's that, for well-known players. So he should know more. Who will make the worst auction picks? Due to Binny's situation, I think it might be him. He might be all right though. Other than that, Dover. Name the bottom three and who's getting the spoon. Bottom three, surely I can't come in the bottom three. I mean, I made it just about outside of the bottom three last year. I think bottom three is going to be Julesy. He's going to come right back down to earth. Dover. Ganti for the spoon again. That's your lot. That's my lot. See you later. Fuck you.
Oh, morning. What is your auction plan? Is there one player you really want? I'm petrified, but I'm going dangerous. No player over 7.5. Hopefully, each of them can get somewhere to near 30 points. Thing is, I know at the end of it, I'm just going to look at it and go, this is fucking shit. And realistically, I've got to hold all of these players all season for them to get their 30 points. But I've never had a good auction, so nothing really to lose, I guess. Well, there's lots of players that I really want, but for 7.5 million, I don't think I'll get them, to be perfectly honest. Who is the least knowledgeable manager, and who will make the worst auction picks? I mean, other than myself, potentially. I mean, Zoy's on the gamma ray at 11:30 in the morning, so I'm going to say that it's not going to end well for him at this point in time. So I'm going to go with Zoy. The bottom three and who's getting the spoon. Well, yeah, I mean Zoy's. Yeah, that's not it. Others, I really hope Dover comes bottom three. It's fucking he just tells me that I'm coming bottom every fucking year now. It happened last year, which right, fair. But then it's just every no. So Dover's coming second bottom, Zoy's coming bottom, and we'll stick. Hicko's going to be down there again. I would have thought. I've brief conversation about potentially who he's after, and it's not looking good. So yeah, that's me.
First things first. Quarter quail. Benjamin White. So, what's your auction plan, and is there one player you really want? Well, I only got it fractionally wrong, or fractionally off last year, so the plan is nearly there. But if there's one player I really want, I have to choose between Jean-Philippe and Jamie Vardy. It doesn't matter because I'm going to get both. Who's the least knowledgeable manager? I think it's Julian. He's absolutely awful. And worst auction picks, I would say Zoy, but he had quite a good one last year. So I'd have to say myself, given the last auction performance. A bottom three, and who's getting the spoon? I think, unfortunately, we've got Barge coming bottom three. Yeah, he'll be missed. And then we're going to have Dover down there, way too cocky from last season, and finishing up that bottom three, I think it's going to be Zoe. Who's getting the spoon? Julian. Thank you.
Okay. So action plan, and there's one player you really want. No plan, but I will be going for Sun. Standard. Tried to make a plan yesterday. Just didn't really work, so I'll throw some arrows. Who's the least knowledgeable manager, and who will make the worst auction picks? I'll go with it's Dover, isn't it? Dover on both. Name the bottom three and who's getting the spoon. Dover, Tony. I'd love it to be Gibbo, but it won't be Gibbo. I think the spoon is going to be Badge. Not here. Lewis hasn't turned up. So yeah.
Good guy. This chair's a bit tight. Right. So my auction plan is just to buy players, which Badge has said, and after that point it's whatever I feel like. One player he really wants. I can't remember the players he does want. Rodri, Darwin Núñez, Odegaard. And there's one more, I can't remember who it is. Least knowledgeable manager and who will make the worst auction picks. I mean, I would have said Barge, but now I'm going to say... I'm going to say Monty. Name the bottom three who's getting the spoon. I mean, it could be Barge, Monty, and Julian. Is that it? That is it.
Gentlemen, oh, that's a tight chair. Right, let's hope I've pressed record this time. Okay. Questions to answer for this year's auction. What's your auction plan, and is there one player you really want? No auction plan, absolutely, Jeffrey. Done 0-0 prep. Is there a one player that you really want? There is, but I know that there's quite a few that's going to be going for him. It's Benjamin White, Arsenal fullback. Number 2, who's the least knowledgeable manager and who will make the worst auction picks? Well, that's a clear winner there. The worst of all time, the Woat. That's James Hickley. He may claim otherwise. He's got a few supporters in the camp, but he is by far the worst player that has ever played Fantasy League. Really, really shocking. 3 spoons in 9 years. Who would have thought? Name the bottom 3 and who is getting the spoon. So bottom 3 will be Barge. I think Binny might be in a little bit danger because of his auction situation, but I don't think he'll be bottom 3. I think Jimbo will be back down there, so Barge and Jim, but I don't think he's going to get the spoon. I think it's Linny's turn. It is finally the turn of the line to get the spoon. Thank you all.
Hello. What's your auction plan, and is there one player you really want? For the first time, I've basically done no prep. Every single year I've done prep, and what's it got me? Mediocrity. So let's try doing nothing. So I don't really have a plan. I'd quite like to get 4 defenders that will be quite safe. I don't want backups for my defenders if I can help it. Is there one player I really want? Yes, Brennan Johnson. Who is the least knowledgeable manager and who will make the worst auction picks? The least knowledgeable manager is Jules. And who will make the worst auction picks? Probably Doff. Yeah, Doff. Name the bottom 3 and who's getting the spoon. It's got to be Binny in the bottom 3 because of what he's got to do today. It's got to be Barge as well because he's got a stand-in. I'm sure Lou will be all right, but he's just woken up. And then there'll be a... Hicko will be fine this year, because surely that won't happen again. That would be mental. So there'll be a random bottom 3er, which will be Tommy. Who's getting the spoon? Badge. Badge is getting the spoon. Okay. Here we go again.
Okay, this is a bit awkward because managers are still turning up. Oh wait, we got a Royal Mail guy here. All right, mate, how you doing?
Oh, mate.
Do you want me to take that for you? Is that for Benny Road? Yeah.
You want something
No. It's a big fantasy league barbecue type thing that we're doing.
Oh, right.
So yeah, no, we'll take that. Thank you very much for that.
And we're live. Hello chaps. What's your auction plan? And is there one player you really want? So, I don't really have a plan, but I've got 2 players that I really want. That I don't think are going to... Dom Solanke and Muniz of Fulham. The Solanke Tottenham news has potentially hindered it a bit, but I'm thinking I can get them both for 40 or less, as in both of them. I really want those 2 to be my strikers. Who Who is the least knowledgeable manager and who will make the worst auction picks? Well, probably Lou. So good luck, Barge. Name the bottom three and who's getting the spoon. Barge, Ian and Hick. And the spoon will be going to Barge. Good luck, chaps.
Morning. What is your auction plan, and is there one player you really want? I think I'm going to go for the whiz and dib tactic, try and get some mid-tier strikers. I want a good DM, maybe Bruno, maybe Amac, maybe Rice, and probably an Arsenal defender, and then the rest, fill them up really. Who is the least knowledgeable manager and who will make the worst auction picks? Least knowledgeable manager, Doffer. And who will make the worst auction picks? Probably a toss-up between Linney and Hick, but I will go for Linney. Bottom three, who's getting the spoon? Doff, Barge, Julian, bottom three, and we'll go Doff for the spoon. Cheers.
There's not really a auction plan. I think I've tried to. Last year I went core, and that was a bit too rigid. So when I didn't get them, it sort of fell apart. So this year it's just trying to adapt to what goes on, which could mean I was running the numbers. I might be in heavily for Haaland at the start if he goes a bit cheaper than I'm expecting. But the one player I want, I don't really have one. I quite like John the Gun, and there's a new Brighton DM. I think it's Weefer or Weeser. I don't know his name, but he came out alright in the other. Who's the least knowledgeable manager and who will make the worst auction picks? You want to say Zoe, but last year he smashed it. So worst auction pick's probably Tony. Yeah, Tony's usually bad. Bottom three, who's getting spoon? Barge, Gant, Hick bottom, another spoon.
Hi gentlemen, what's currently happening in the garden is Zoe is suggesting absolute nonsense that you might remember back. Absolute nonsense. Don't listen to the man. Just don't even try and reason with Zoe. But anyway, on to the diary room questions. What's my auction plan? One player I really want. I've done no prep. Prep is the death of fun, and I stick to that mantra. Not a second's gone into it. But what I'm thinking is I will try and get those mid to low table strikers. I don't even know. Hello mate, how you doing? Through the garden.
Through the garden.
Yeah. Sorry, Lewis just turned up. Where was I? Yeah, auction plan. So I want low to mid table strikers, and I want 5 of them. I haven't even studied who the Ipswich striker is. I couldn't name you one Ipswich player for that matter. But I'll follow around the players in the know that will have done the prep and hopefully pick up 5 strikers for 80-85 million, and then I will fill it with a little 1-2 million, 20 points. Probably won't get any defenderless. Who's the least knowledgeable manager and who will make the worst auction picks? Least knowledgeable manager. I'm not far off this season, to be honest, but I think I'm going to go with the worst auction picks. Question first will be Linney. He always goes for these flair, the names, the nonsense, with no points to their name. The mounts, the new signings, the unproven. Will they start? Will they not? Doesn't matter. Flashy new name. Linney will pick them up. Least knowledgeable manager. I'll go for Dover. Bottom three. Who's getting the spoon? We're gonna have to say Hick in the bottom three, just by the record. Doffer. And we'll go Barge. So Doffer, Barge, and Hicko, bottom three. Spoon. Spoon will be Doffer.
Fellas, what's your auction plan? Is a one player you really want? And Nkunku is going to be my must-have. I'll give you all my list of the team that I've built. So we've got Mateta, Kai Havertz, Nkunku, Gakpo, or Garnacho, or Doku, or Rashford. Then we've got Matson, Akanji, Lewis Hall, Quansah, Kiwior, Mason Mount, Judas, and Ortega in goal. That's the team that I've been building that everyone wants to know. Who is the least knowledgeable manager and who will make the worst auction picks? I'll probably have to go down as the most least knowledgeable, sadly. I won't make the worst picks though because I'm more prepped. I think worst picks will be Jips because he's already in meltdown. Name the bottom three and who's going to spoon. I'm going to go Ganti bottom three again. Because he's just always too pissed at the auction. Could be a double spoon for him actually. Can't rule out Jimbo. I know everyone wants me down there for the spoon. That won't be happening with this flawless plan. I would like to pick Benny for the bottom three because he's hosting. There's a lot of pressure on him with cooking the food and picking his players. Cheers.
Hi there, Slug Row, host, barbecue connoisseur and manager of AS Roma. Auction plan today is a one player I really want, not particularly, they just have to fall into the right Moneyball category for me. That 25 to 40 point range is where I'm really looking at heading today. Least knowledgeable manager and who makes the worst auction picks. You'd have to do well to get past Zoe. I think he's currently sat next to Dib trying to steal the algo, so we'll see how well that goes for him. Bottom three and who's getting the spoon. Zoe, definitely. In the bottom three. Gant, I don't feel like he's got the drinking longevity he used to have, so we're probably going to see some poor pickups from Gant, so he'll be down there again, and it's impossible not to put Jimmy Hicks into that bottom three as well. So Gant for the spoon, I think, this year again. Jimmy Hicks and Zoe making up the rest.
Morning. I don't have a plan. I haven't looked at anything until I arrived at Benny's today. So going on good vibes and bargains today. Could go horribly wrong. Could see myself in the bottom three, but let's see how it goes. Who's the least knowledgeable manager? Makes the worst auction picks. That's got to be Zoe. And then the bottom three, Hicko, Zoe, and I'm gonna go Linney. Oh, and also Quarterquell. This year, unfortunately, I think Dave's gonna pick him up, but that's Mark Gahey.
Here we go again. What's your auction plan, and is there one player you really want? I actually don't have a single plan or a single player. It's going to be purely off how I'm feeling and what I'm doing at the time. So yeah, no, but my plan was to sort of maybe grab Haaland and like Isaac or Watkins and then swap my way around for the rest of the team, you know. So could be me, but we'll see. who is the least knowledgeable manager, and who will make the worst auction picks. Least knowledgeable manager is Doff, for sure, 100%. And who will make the worst picks? I'm probably going this year with Tony again. The bottom three, and who's getting the spoon? Doff's getting the spoon. Bottom three is Doff, Zoe, and the slug. Brilliant.
All right, mate. I'm about to do diary room. Can you not? I'll do that. Well, how much have you got to unload?
Okay. I'll be back. Left a drink here, Zibs, you twat. No, I don't have one. I don't have a plan. I truly don't have a plan. One player that I do want that isn't the obvious is I'm going to go for Jack Hinshelwood, the Brighton fullback, because I think or hope that he might play a midfield or a bit further advanced. So I'll be trying to pick him up later in the day. I think Julesie's going to revert to type today and make some awful picks. He's going to try and be hipster, find some roguies and absolutely fuck it. Zoe. Bottom three is Zoe, Julesie, and Barge. Barge just fucked it. Lewis has turned up and he can't keep his eyes open. So it's fucking curtains.
C'est magnifique. Hey. Oh, fucking hell, this is a small chair. Hang on. Let's get the hat on. And the thing. Right. Let's go. What is your auction plan? And is there only one player you really want? Obviously I went to the Euros, don't like to talk about it. And England failed to win. This year I'm doing my own sort of quarter quell and just picking English players. So we're going for England FC and we're going to try and win the TLL like as a sort of a gift that they didn't win the Euros. Eza, sorry, is the player I really want. Who's the least knowledgeable manager? I think Dover, just because he didn't know anyone who doesn't play for Chelsea last year, but his knowledge has got better. And who will make the worst auction picks? Well, naturally, it will be Binny for those reasons. Badge, again, for those reasons, because they're not here. But out of the people here, you just worry about Gant, don't you? You do worry about him because he'll have a few beers and his head will be in the shed. Bottom three, who's getting the spoon? I think it is I don't know really. Bottom three, Hick probably because he's always around there. Linney is always around there, and Barge probably. He's always around there as well. And also my going back to the England theme, my quarter quell fine is going on Mark Cucurella because he is an absolute cunt. And I've called it Mark Cucatena, which works better written down. But yes, for the win.
What's your auction plan, and is there one player that I really want? Yeah, there is one player I really want, and I think everyone else wants him as well. Tonali. No one's mentioned him. Everyone thinks he's going under the radar. He's not. I'm having him. Least knowledgeable manager.
probably Julesy. And the worst auction pickup will probably be Jas. Bottom three will involve Hicko, Linny, and Jules. And I think it will be Linny finally getting that spoon. Now, a few things. I've got a predicted auction team that I think I'm going to get. I'll open this at the end. Don't ask why it's got first class stamp on it. And my QQ pick is Slab. 2 seconds. Gypsy's walking by. Just in the diary room. Do you mind? Door's open.
This is the gritty diary room.
It's open plan downstairs, so this is it. Also, for anyone who's seen The Last Dance, or for anyone who hasn't seen The Last Dance, Phil Jackson, the coach, used to name his seasons, Last Dance being one of the most famous ones. I thought I'd adopt that, and so I'm going to start naming my seasons. Now this is proper like virgin nerd alert. I've gone for a bit of a Star Wars theme name for my season this year, A New Hope. I think it will summarise my season. I think this is the time I get gold. I have actual belief that things are going to change, and so yeah, I'm confident. And I think the team that I'm going to assemble will be a team that Dave will very much like to have. So yeah. I don't think there's anything else. I'm sure I'll see you in a few hours after a few more drinks. See ya.
First one. Chaps. As is blatantly obvious, the enjoyment has been completely sucked from this. So I'll not really be involved in here anymore, but most of you will be pleased to know I've done what I've always slagged off and archived the chat. Either private message me or at me in here if you want me. I'm also not going to be coming to the end of season 2, regardless of who wins. I'll get the plate engraved and drop it to someone. Tanya is being induced tomorrow, so I want to be completely present for my child. Peace out, bro.
The head loss. The absolute head loss. Peace out, bro.
Chaps. So, I did it again. Yeah, auction going very well. Sticking to the plan. Apart from I got Trent for 17.5, which is overpriced, if you ask me. That was a bit trigger happy. 5 players so far, and I think the worst bid of the round is Dib when he got Gabriel, and he just did a bad Jason Steele. He said Gabriel 20 mil, and everyone was like, absolutely have him. Opened the bid at 20 mil. What is he doing? And I should have said earlier, I'm in for full Krug, I think. I know that fucks my plans, but I don't see how I don't pick him up at the end of the session, end of the auction, end of the season. Thank you.
One player who I said earlier, who I was going for, Minter, still in there. There's a lot of money floating around because you've got Matoma in there as well. I'm hoping if someone wants a Brighton player, they'll end up going for Matoma over this other guy. But I think Ganti's got loads left. I think Zoizine's got loads left. D-Money's got loads left. So I could end up getting outbid on both of them. If I could get either of them, great, but I just think Mitoma end up going for loads. Let's see if I can get my man. Could end up being a disaster anyway, because he might not play. Adingra might start, but let's see.
Gents, you're not going to be happy about it, but I've gone from second last year to almost guaranteed myself gold jacket this year. A couple more spots to fill with 15 million. Ian Matson is one of them. Lewis Hall as another backup is another. Missed out on Garnacho, Doku and Rashford, but I did get Gakpo. Absolutely buzzing with the auction team so far. I'm going to spend probably the rest of my money on Onana for United, and yeah, that'll probably seal me the gold. Measure me up now. Cheers, fellas.
A few initial thoughts. Adam Armstrong for 15 million. I just cannot comprehend that. How? He should be going for 4 million. Goff has fucked it. I think Gant might have fucked it. They're the only ones I can think of that are really bad at the moment. Badil might be in trouble, depending on what else he does now. Who else do I like? Slug might also be in trouble. Don't think I mind Gibbs's one for once. And that's really all I remember. Has only got 3 players and they're all shite. He's got a big ass to do now. Yeah, let's see what happens.
It's a very strange one. I'm quite happy with it. Well, I've got 3 defenders. They're like the 3 premium defenders that will hopefully get goals and clean sheets. I'm thinking I can just set it and forget it with the defence for the whole year. Don't have to worry about it. And I'm hoping that, because I've got loads of gaps in midfield and attack to fill up, whereas everyone else is presumably either going for 3 full-backs, 3 centre-backs, so they'll have filled up their midfield with the more expensive ones, leaving more reasonable ones for my 2.5 million. We'll see at the end if that's worked. But I got Chris Wood, which is one of the best in the world. Fucked it. Absolutely fucked it. Come join me if you want. Oh god. Overpay for Odegaard again.
Odie.
How you get on?
Yeah, alright. Getting a lot of criticism for jumping straight to my limit.
Yeah.
But I'm getting my men, so.
How much you left?
13.5, and I've got 4 players left.
Oh, okay, it's not too bad.
Yeah. Yeah. Benny. Slug.
Okay, yeah, bit of work to do.
Yeah.
Second half, yeah.
Gant is really fucked it though.
Gant's proper fucked.
I think he's got 2 players.
Duran. There's someone else with 90 million remaining. Gant, you're fucked, boy.
Yes, not good Gant. He's gone the opposite of last year, where he's blown shitloads early to fucking spending nothing.
Yeah. There's a couple left, but not too many.
I wonder how many Ollie's got. So he bought like 2 for like 90 million early on.
Palmer and Havertz, yeah.
Havertz.
No, sorry, that's a lie.
I was going to say.
Palmer and Haaland.
Ah, okay, yeah, that's not as bad.
No.
Oh, right, I'm getting on
Yeah,
my wine.
alright, we'll see. Let's go.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Okay, a little bit of money left, which is nice. Got Brennan, which is my number 1 target. It's all right. It's all right so far. As normal, I haven't got a big name striker. I've got Jimenez and Edouard. It's not great, but we'll swap that out. But it's all right. We've got a decent enough team, and I'm happy with it. Okay.
Okay,
myself set up. So let me just check it's recording. Yeah, we're good. We're live. Okay, my predicted auction team. I mean, bar one player, I think I've just assembled the team I predicted I would get. Here he goes. Sorry, I say bar one. Bar two, Fabian Shah, I didn't get, or Share, however you want to pronounce it, and Muniz, I didn't get. Replaced by Callum Wilson and Pau Torres. But bar that, we just get it in. I think I've outdone myself. Is this the winning tactic? Have I just predicted and created the winning team? Is this gonna put the Vibes auctioneers out of business? Realising that actually fucking organisation and a bit of planning goes a long way. Everyone's saying my team's shit. I believe in these. I'm sure I'm gonna fucking swap out and lose. But who cares? No, I care. I want a fucking green jacket. Okay.
Oh, every fucking time. Yeah, we completed it. England FC. It's underway. Not very happy with Welbeck, Trent, DCL. I forgot they signed that and die bloke. Got Kelly at the back I didn't want. I've basically just got Elliot, and Eze and Gordon. Elliot, Eze, Gordon. Stones happy with. Yeah, it's about mid-table, isn't it? So, yeah, there's no gold medal or no green jacket for England FC, I think, this year. Smith has apparently fucked it. Gant, I have no idea what he's doing. And Linney was really struggling mid-auction because he didn't eat. But apart from that, everyone else seems happy enough. But yeah, it's based on reaction in the room. Smith to come bottom, Gant to come second bottom. I checked Linney's team, it's alright. And then I would say Zoe to come third bottom. Right. Oh. We need bigger chairs.
Well, what I should have done, spent 7.5 million on each player, rather than saving 41.5 million and looking at this shit. John Duran, it's all on him. See you next year.
God, it's not gone well. Paid too much money for Odegaard. Got Rice, which I don't mind. Garnacho could be okay. Bought Nathan Broadhead. Quick Google search tells me he's out for 2 months, so that's good. Apart from that, I think I'm all at sea really. Yeah, it's going to be a hard fight out of the bottom three.
It's alright so far. I've got a solid team, but I've had too much to drink. So I need to make sure I hold myself together for the last kind of like third of it to make sure I still got a good team. Yeah. It's alright so far. It's alright so far. Okay. It's still the best day of the year.
Yeah, still a very tight chair. So, thoughts on the auction? I'm quite pleased. There was a couple of mistakes. Got Jesus for 13 instead of Martinelli, who went for 11.5. I would have preferred Martinelli, but not the worst mistake ever. But other than that, quite pleased. The worst auction team, and he can recover because he's got a lot of money left. He's got about 40 mil left. But Ganty's auction team is not breaking 100. It's not. It is the worst auction team we've ever seen. I think he's favourite for the spoon. He will get full group when he comes in. But yes, he is in trouble. Smithy was just in there saying that he's also in trouble. So we'll see what his team looks like. But yeah, so good season ahead. Good season ahead, I think.
Very disappointed. I thought I'd get my man. I said earlier that the Brighton forward was my man, Minty Motor, whatever his name was. And someone was saying to Jasper to bid on him. I think it was Dib, and he didn't even know who he was. And he just pushed me too far. I didn't get him. Am I happy with my team? I just said to someone, I read it out to someone outside. It sounded okay. I've read it out to someone inside, and it didn't sound okay. And I think that's based upon the reaction of people when they hear it. So, one person said it was alright, the other person said it wasn't. So I'm probably in the middle, fairly average, and hope that I get points. I haven't got a main man again, so I'm hoping I might get points across the board. Let's see how it ends up.
Sit down.
No, you sit down. You sit down. Well, is it on record? Sit down.
You sit.
I'm in the hot seat, am I? Fuck.
It's a tiny seat.
Oh, great.
Someone small needs to get in there.
Oh, that's what she
First
said.
little one.
I feel very uncomfortable right now.
Okay, so Zoe, how do you think your auction team went?
That's a stupid question.
Zoe wrote down.
Are you happy, Sad?
Zoe got 11 players
I've
out
got
of
11
his
players
13.
out of my 13 players that I wanted.
I've
Who
got
are
11
your
out
top
of
three?
13.
Sorry?
Who are your top three?
Tonali. Why is that funny?
Because he's been out for 12
Yeah, but he's coming back. He's coming back. Tonali and
Sounds good.
John-Philippe Mateta and...
Jean-Philippe.
He's good, yeah, it's good play.
Aston Villa's benchman, John Blue. Oh, I'll tell you what, it's
I think I'm strong.
patience.
All right.
I'm strong, yeah.
So who do you think is going to win from now?
Well, me.
Yeah?
Yeah, what about yourself?
And who do you think is going to come last?
I think Smudge is fucked up.
Look at Ganty's team. Ganty's team is bad.
It's
It's really bad.
Get in.
How's Ganty's team
I've got an
looking?
extra player for you. I need to see your team sheet.
Oh, there we go.
It's my problem because there's
Green jacket. Confirmed. Team is absolutely dynamite. Can't see any flaws. Hopefully Maguire starts. There's no issues whatsoever. I've got Maatson, got Nkunku, got Gakpo. Absolutely buzzing with my team. So yeah, measure me up. Cheers.